I have made several twin purchases. And these are twin purchases. Iran pineapple, Glarry pineapple, Iran sunburst, Glarry sunset. In the sales pictures, these look identical. Now, I purchased an Iran watermelon, and I'm wondering if the Glarry watermelon, which sells for less than $20 in the US, free shipping, I wonder if that will be the same or worse quality than this. I'm going to go shopping and look at the listing and see if it's the exact same ukulele. I thought when I originally saw the sunset and the sunburst that they would be just packaging up the same ukulele and sending it out. But it's not quite like that. Most of the Irans have seemed to me to be a little higher quality than the Glarrys. In this case, this Glarry is actually a nice ukulele. The only reason I haven't played this is because I haven't put strap buttons on it lately, or put strap buttons on it. Otherwise, I would have been playing it. It's solidly built, set up nicely. It doesn't look as good as this one, but this one is a decent ukulele. So this quality Glarry is pretty good. You can see it has some little better tuners than the others. Of course, this one has better tuners too, and this cost me all of $36. This a little less than that, maybe 26 or something. With the pineapple ukuleles, the Iran actually seems to be a little larger. It is. The Iran is a little larger. The bridge is much nicer. It's much better looking. Dark fretboard, very attractive headstock. This one is the reason I bought 3 other Irans that turned out to be bummers. But this one, the fretboard is kind of pale. Probably could use some lemon oil. Not quite as nice. But, key point here, this one has a good setup, and this one does. So far, everything has looked okay. They're all playable. No serious problems. Then when I got this, it came up with the too high setup. The strings are too high. I had to lower them, and that was an annoyance, to say the least. But this is pretty. So what this video is going to do is to look at the 1995 watermelon and see if there's any reason at all that anyone should purchase. Now my feeling is this: a watermelon ukulele that looks this good, and it does. That looks real good. And it's the most colorful ukulele I have in my collection. So you don't expect this to be your best performer, but then most of my soprano ukuleles sound the same whether I pay $1,000 for them or $20, I think. That's an exaggeration. But anyway, I want to look and see and speculate on the quality of that Glarry Watermelon. Is it worth $19.95? Taking a chance on that. If you were to get this ukulele properly set up, it would be worth more than $19.95. Properly set up, worth more. So I'm going to look at the Glarry and see how the one on the internet compares to this one. Does it have the same tuners? And you can spot these tuners a mile off. What does it look like? What does the fretboard look like? What does the colors look like? Is it going to be the same ukulele? Let's see. So there are actually several places on eBay you can buy this one, $19.95. These are the same tuners, and if you saw my video about the shake, rattle, and roll, these are the shake, rattle, and roll tuners, but they should be serviceable. The color for the body looks very similar. The back neck look like it may be brighter green. The fretboard looks nice and dark. And is likely to come set up around 3, because I checked the settings on my other Glarrys. My pineapple set up fine, and the sunset is set up fine. So really, we've talked about everything. The only other thing is this ukulele is made out of basswood. Crystal clear sound. Elegant. This is not going to be an elegant ukulele, folks. I don't know what they mean by non-abrasive soft lining. This would be a fun eye-catcher type of ukulele. Great ukulele for kids if it was set up nicely. So, maybe worth a try. Now, if you're sitting on the fence and say, oh, that looks fun, but I don't really know. And if you haven't gotten around to installing strap buttons yet, this would be a perfect ukulele to buy just to install your first strap buttons. Because if you have a ukulele that's not very expensive, it's much easier to install the strap buttons. But before I tell you that, I must check. Well, I don't know. I don't know because I don't own this one. I'm thinking that this ukulele here has a tail block inside. You can actually look in there and see a little piece of wood that I was able to drill into. If the Glarry doesn't have that, then you wouldn't be able to install a strap button down there. But I'm betting it does have. I'm not going to bet the whole farm. Well, let's just say it's 50-50. 50-50 chance that it does. So it's a little gamble, but not much. If it does not, if it's not playable, it can be returned. And if it doesn't satisfy the description that they post it in eBay, then it can be returned. But most likely, the only possible problem I see is that it could come damaged or just very poorly set up. There's only so much that can go wrong. The thing about giving one of these to a child as opposed to a glossy one, if you get a scratch on this, you could touch this up a little bit. That's no big deal. But if you give a little kid a glossy ukulele and then you get a scratch, that's pretty bad news, I think. So there. The twins. Glarry pineapple, ear and pineapple, ear and sunburst in Glarry sunset, ear and watermelon. And by the way, I paid more than $20 for this on AliExpress, and it took weeks to come. So there. If you like watermelon, go for it.